Okay, how's everyone doing tonight? Welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. Last time on
Generosity Tea. Expertly brewed too.
Rabbit, thank you so much for the host, man. Really appreciate it. How you doing tonight? Same to you, Red. How you doing, man? Last time on Justice for All, we did the really...
Thank you! Tim and Ace Fangirl offer their condolences for you going through this case. Also, hi.
Hey, Dirt Dog. Thank you again so much for the 8 months, man. Never could express my appreciation for you, my guy. But yeah, welcome back to this. Last time on Ace Attorney, we got through the first investigation case. Met with a whole bunch of carnies. Some are cool, some are degenerates, but you know, that's Turnabout Big Top for you. And now we're going to get started with the first part of the trial of Turnabout Big Top. As people know, this is a blind playthrough, so I have no idea what we're going to have to deal with, but hopefully it's not as bad as Dirt Dog is foreshadowing for me. December 29th, 9:43 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Mambo number 5. Oh, what's the matter, Maximilian? Feeling the pressure? Morning, Max. Max? Milk. What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. I mean, to be fair, he, considering how I like to give him the Maximilian Pegasus voice, I would imagine he'd want to drink more, grape juice or whatever. Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick, Max is really nervous. I mean, when you're accused for murder, is there really any doubt in your mind that you're going to feel nervous? I definitely would. Being in a courtroom in general is very anxiety-inducing, to be perfectly honest. Not that I would know. That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties! What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression.
Generosity Tea. Expertly brewed too.
Plain Bagel, thank you so much for the host. How you doing, man? How do I feel about this case so far? I'm okay about it so far. I don't see any worse than any other case so far. I will say the first trial went on for like way too long. The investigation went on a bit long, but hey, it is what it is. Start by before going out. Yeah, I'm doing well, Gaddy. How you doing, man? No worries, I'm all good for now. You go do you, man. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No, 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 no! We can't have you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Not to mention people are going to question how he's able to hit someone while flying, but hey. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. Honestly, I don't think I mind Max all that much when he suggests that we fly in, because that would be a sick way to introduce ourselves. You're gonna see Onward for free, so Disney doesn't get any of your money. Good thinking, my guy. Flying like a phoenix, flying like an eagle phoenix. Alright, you go enjoy Onward though, man. I heard it's good. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side. Max, really, no one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes? Oh my god, is Nick actually considering flying through the courtroom? That'll be amazing. I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. Oh my god, Phoenix has caught the fabulous flu. It doesn't look like what I was hoping it to be, but you're expecting to have some fun. Oh, what were you expecting it to be out of curiosity, Gaddy? Because when I saw it, I thought it's like, oh, it's going to be like a road trip movie, but with fantasy elements, you know? Rising from the ashes like an eagle. Oh no, I'm trying to make a Space Jam reference with dots. What? Your Honor, get on with it. Oh, sorry. I just realized the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. Oh, I completely forgot about Max's real name. Fantasy elements in a modern setting instead of a modern setting for fantasy elements. Like the fish out of water element of the former. Fair enough. Yo, Lake, how you doing, man? My one piece of vague advice, in case one to my gave advice on how to proceed when you don't know what to do. This won't work in one scenario. And pay attention to the red words. Oh, no problem, man. Just drive safe home, Lake. I get what you're getting at, Gaddy, but I feel like it'd be more... I feel like fish out of water elements are a little bit too done to death, as it were, with fantasy elements in a modern setting. I feel like modern setting for fantasy elements is a little more creative than that. So... Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor, he does often go by that name. Too bad we couldn't fly in, though. You know, my grandson is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly. I can't believe he actually had to declare that for court. Okay, instead of referring to him as Billy Bob, we shall henceforth refer to him by his stage name. I wonder if that is to our advantage. Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix, right? Thing is, many stories you written for a previous college course took that unwritten route. Oh, well, that's mostly for practice, honestly. That's letting you learn about the basics of storytelling rather than actually growing from it, honestly. If that makes any sense. Go hard on world building in that aspect. Honestly, I think it's more interesting to try to do a world building aspects of modern stuff in with fantasy stuff, because that becomes a more question of, okay, how would such a world exist? And from what I hear from reviews, that's exactly what they did. They created a world to actually make good use of it, but that's just what I've heard. I do need to see it myself. Do you have to say defendant's real name? Nah! As long as you know who you're talking about, it doesn't really matter. That's how most people address, what's it called? Pokemon names for the most part. That spirit channeling trial was a sham! I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy! So you basically have declared that you did not lose that trial, you won it, actually. Your real name is what you go by. You like to think about how our modern society will function alongside forgotten myths, whether it realizes they actually exist or not. That's fair. It's just that, here's the thing though, I feel like I've seen that done a million times. Like, one really popular book series I know that does it really well is the Harry Dresden Files. It did not count, do you hear me? She must still be upset about what happened last time. You do want to work on another kid's book? Dude, go for it. I've been working on a book myself for a longest time. It's not coming out anytime soon, but I'm working on it. Hey Brian, how's your book coming along? You have zero chance. Zero. Zilch. Nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything! You lost last time, sweetie. I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. You want to make a story now, we can't decide on a form that's truly satisfying? Good ideas take time. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. But we're not the ones on trial. Me? Guilty? What is this, Crane? It will be my ultimate revenge. But it's not like he'll bring her dad back. There. Opening statement complete. Now let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time. I love that her opening statement is, fuck you, I'm gonna kick your ass, get going. Very well, you may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma. Oh, same here, Gaddy, honestly. Like, a lot of my ideas I need to hire an artist for. Actually, I will reveal that Phantom Skylar and I actually are working on a comic project together. I'm not gonna give more details than that, though. Detective Gumshoe! Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up there, now! Opening statement, F you, Phoenix, Arizona. Why Arizona? Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective. Well, to be fair, he's only getting his pay docked because of you, but Don't mention, it's no trouble at all. I have been looking forward to this. Very well, I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir. All right, Detective, you may proceed with your testimony. Officers get paid for this, though, as part of their job. Thank you, Burnside, for the insights into the ways of pavement. Details of the events. Melon's meat? What? You're gone. Nah, no problem, Gaddy. I'll catch you later, man. Enjoy Onward. The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. I see. He was beaten to death. Here's the autopsy report for the victim. It's also updated. The court accepts this into evidence. Russell's autopsy report. Time of death, 10:15 p.m. Cause blunt force of trauma to the back and head. Alright. A blunt object, Yeah, kind of like a gavel. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Well, that was probably the most, straightforward we ever got for beginning a cross-examination we ever had. The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m. Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Oh, please, can we not be like Blizzard? It's also updated, otherwise Francie would whip the updated one out of me. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. 1.5 inches is a lot of snow, to be honest. I know, like, some people get shut down immediately just because of 1 inch. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. Snow. Let me see. There's gotta be more to this. What's the matter, Nick? I need to take a look at the court record. 1/2 inch of snow. That kind of lines up, I guess. Oh, jeez.
Thank you.
Your daily reminder that this case sucks.
Largra, dude, thank you so much for 4 months, man. Really appreciate it, my guy. And yes, I will remember this case because, Lake was actually warning me about this earlier. So hopefully I will be able to handle this case okay because because Lake was warning me, pay attention to all the details in the red texts. Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing at the night of the crime? God damn it, Flargra, you make very good use of that smug emote. All the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice routines. When you say all the circus performers, who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist. Oh my god, I just realized Ben when he's combined with Trillo and Quist. Ben Trillo Quist. Oh my god, I just realized the pun. I just realized it. Yes, listen, I knew about Trillo and Quist being like ventriloquist, but I didn't realize the Ben part was supposed to be combined.
Are you serious?
I didn't realize because it was Ben Woodman, right? It was like, what? It was Ben Woodman, right?
Yeah, but I didn't piece together like that during the investigation. Damn it, man, what the hell?
Listen, sometimes I'm like, oh, I realize immediately that Eeny Miny is actually, Meanie. And then there's times where, oh, right, this guy's a pun on ventriloquist.
Oh, limit.
Listen, once you tell me you have a pun on Regina Berry, then talk to me.
I got nothing on her. Regina is just a too innocent person that does not deserve any of this shit.
She is an innocent person, but then she's also, kinda negligent about the fact that her dad is straight up dead.
Maybe she hate her dad, who knows?
I guess. And of course, the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the Ringmaster. Oh, and I almost forgot, Regina the Tiger was there Regent the Tiger was there as well. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. By the way, how you doing, Flogger? I hope you're been well.
I just had to restart my computer before everything works finally. God.
That's good, I guess.
It's just annoying, but that's whatever.
I remember my old computer used to be like that as well. I had so many issues with streaming until I decided to just bite the bullet and buy a new upgraded PC.
Yeah, I'll wait. I can't really give myself a desktop anyways, I gotta deal with what I got.
Regina was playing with Regent while Mo went back to his room, tired from work. Ben the ventriloquist went to the front gate, absorbed in his own world. The Ringmaster and Max went off to the Ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? It seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage.
Ick.
Friendly reminder, everyone.
Ick.
I see you fall under that side of the fence as well, because I was talking to Twy about that last time as well.
I mean, I was part of that until I went to get food, then I slept, and yeah. But
It's alright, don't worry about it.
ick. This whole entire case is just... ugh.
I mean, to be fair, at least he's closer to her age by 5 years. That's reasonable. Compared to, 31. A good extra 10 years.
Age difference, there's a difference between age, and then that can also dictate how a relationship goes, and it just... ugh.
Listen, I know people who have a age difference of that much in their marriages.
And if they do well, then good on them. I've seen bad experiences before.
She's 16, Brabbit. And no, 14 is the age of consent for Japan.
Yeah, which is why we got Sailor Moon being Sailor Moon. Another reminder for everybody.
What's wrong with Sailor Moon?
They're 14-year-olds, dude.
Yeah, I know that, but what does that have to do with anything?
Like age of consent. Japanese age of consent.
Yeah, but all those characters are like, don't date anyone older than themselves. Like, I'm pretty sure that Sailor Moon, like, boyfriend is the same age as her. Isn't he the same age as her?
No, he doesn't go. They don't go to school together. He's like way older.
No, they do go to school together.
No, they don't.
Am I forgetting how? Man, it's been a long time since I watched Sailor Moon, I guess.
And also the fact is, I know more about Sailor Moon than you. I don't know how to feel about that.
Congratulations, you too are a weeb.
Fuck.
And yeah, no problem, we can resume.
Sorry.
I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 p.m. Okay, not a problem, pal. We've got a witness that told us how the whole thing went. Ow! This is totally meaningless. Time to move on. Alright, we'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? Wow. We straight up couldn't even do a cross-examination because of whippings. Fun. A wooden box? That's right! The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked. Not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? Wooden box. The victim was hunched over this 20-pound box. It boasts a small but strong lock. Huh. This may be my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. Tell us about the lock? You said the box was locked. How exactly was it locked? Well, it had quite a sturdy lock on it. It looked quite a bit, took quite a bit to open that bad boy up. So when you found the box, it was locked, correct? Yes, it was. Some of the forensics team took it back to the precinct to crack it open. I see. Continue, Detective Gumshoe. I think I actually want to press that again to see if I can get any more info out of that. Let's see. Tell us about the contents, I guess? You mind telling us what was inside that box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. And all that was inside was this little bottle. Bottle? What is that, Detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. Huh. Okay. What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper. Huh.
Interesting.
Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that big box? There was only one little bottle in that huge box? I wonder if that has some sort of special meaning. Found inside the wooden box, victim was hunched over. It contains pepper. Huh. Let me see if I can get any details about the box specifically. This wooden box, you figure it weighs about 20 pounds, right? Sounds about right. The whole thing is lined with iron. Iron plating. Why do you think it's lined with iron? Obviously, it's to prevent Superman from viewing inside, right? Oh wait, that's lead.
I was like, that's lead. It's not weird.
Yeah.
You're just Superman lore, right, man?
I think we could all do without your guesses, Detective. Stick to what little you actually know. Sorry. Suffice to say, the box is really heavy. Much better. You may continue on, Detective. Cause of death was a blunt force trauma that snaps the vertebrae in his neck.
That's instantaneous.
Gotcha. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You've done your homework, pal. And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak. My theory is that it's something the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. No, I bet he made it disappear with magic. Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now. I guess that's all we're going to get out of Gumshoe in this case. I'm perfectly fine with that. We got some interesting details. I have no idea how this relates to anything. Not gonna lie, this case so far has been kind of a mishmash of everything so far because, like, every detail we've gotten so far, I have no idea how they relate to anything. Like, most of these are just related to getting information out of Max back in the detention center. Aside from that, I have no idea what Money the Monkey has to do with this, what this ring has to do with anything. Especially this stupid seasoning bottle. What the hell does pepper have to do with anything?
It'll make sense in all time.
You say
all
that. You say
no,
that.
it actually will.
Okay.
Just by how much stupid shit this case does, it will kind of make sense.
You mean
That's
all we're going to get out of him is that little bottle of pepper? There was no blunt trauma. The ringmaster just sneezed really hard. To be fair, I heard that it's possible to sneeze your eyes out.
Yes, never seen it happen before. Don't ever want to see it happen.
I don't think anybody would ever want to see that happen. It's complex, but everything does serve a purpose. Okay. I'm just saying that this is probably the most complex case I've seen yet from playing the Ace Attorney series. Now that we've wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. Hey, I'm not even off the stand yet! Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint. I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Aw, poor Gumshoe. I relate to him way too much. Sammy Sosa threw out his back while sneezing once. Jesus Christ, sneezes are dangerous. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Karma, call your next witness. I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. Oh. Must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist. Man, they really want to ram the pun over your head, don't they?
Surprised it took you this long.
To be honest, when they said triloquist, I didn't realize triloquist was a pun on ventriloquist either. Twy had to point that out to me.
Oh, man.
Please state your name and occupation for the record. My full name is Trillo Quist. I am employed as an operatic tenor. Excuse me, the witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist. That rope must be cutting off your circulation. I said I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me? Fine. I'll grace you with a song. Ahem. Me, 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 me. The world of the law. Exciting and daring. Guilty or innocence. Decided by a judge dressed like a woman. Oh my god, what the hell is wrong with you, dude, right now? Like, I get this is basically you trying to do a split personality type of thing right now, but I feel like even a split personality would recognize talking back to a judge is a bad idea. It had a good rhythm. It would be hilarious if there was a case where I could tell you the actual solution and it sounds like absurd, legit, you don't believe me. I don't think there's ever a day I don't think there's ever going to be a case like that in Ace Attorney, do you? It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak. Trillo, you know better than to insult a judge. Shut up! Just look at your nose. You think you'd have the sense to fix it. I mean, considering how often you've been punching it. It's so ugly, I want to punch you in the face on the off chance swelling would help. Know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star. Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds. Can a ventriloquist really count as a celebrity, though?
For a circus, yes. Technically.
I don't think I've ever seen a ventriloquist at a circus, though.
I've never really been to a circus, so I can't say anything.
Yeah, I don't think ventriloquists really are a thing at circuses, mostly because of the fact that, well, it's just one guy standing in the center with a puppet. There's not much you can do there.
Alright, for this circus then, yes.
Not everyone's cut out to be an insult comic. Those that aren't just end up looking like assholes, pretty much, really. I feel like most comedians nowadays rely on self-deprecation humor to be funny. What's going on here? Order! Order! I demand to know who the witness is! Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trillo handle this. I'm not worried about you one bit. Ouch! You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed. Let's be fair here. We did cross-examine a parrot once. This isn't much better. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge. I mean the clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? And the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene? You're sure of that? You say this is a step down from the parrot? Well, at the very least, we like the parrot more than we like Trillo, don't we?
Where does the orca come into this list?
Oh my god, I completely forgot we cross-examined an orca once. That was like the DLC case of Dual Destinies, right?
Yep. That's also where you defend the frickin' orca whale, too.
Mm-hmm.
God, that was the weirdest case ever.
I remember a lot of people saying that was like the dumbest case ever. But
no, I'm thinking dumb. I think logically, like absurdly, yes, but logically, not the dumbest. That goes for the fourth game.
I can't wait to do the fourth game.
For obvious reasons about that one, you'll find out it's bad. You'll point it out too when you get to it.
All right. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown. That's right, dress boy. Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? He's got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but a clown can't be the culprit. Why's that? Here's absolute proof. A silk hat? This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene. Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done.
Hey, Storm.
Yo, Storm, how you doing? What are dancing lobsters? Oh no, that's just a reference to the Amanda show. Basically, there was this judge character that whenever she decides to adjourn the court, she just says, "Bring in the dancing lobsters." And anyway, I do want to point out though, just because you saw them wearing the coat, the cloak, the hat, and white roses, technically anyone could disguise themselves as Max for this.
Yup.
Thank you for stating the obvious. Thank you for stating the obvious, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What do you have to say? Okay. I guess she's the boss again. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge, I mean clown. The clown? You're talking about Mo? Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic, I can't stand him. When you take in mind that it's actually Ben who's saying all this, you start to realize, man, Ben's an asshole to everybody.
Yeah.
That's
I
a
bet we have.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I bet we have character names that are close to your own name.
Just a little bit of exercise and his makeup is rotting all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 out of the way to keeling over for good. If you're gonna keep on with that, I'm gonna get annoyed with you, Storm, just saying. Poor guy. We didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack. Then what happened? Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. Why the plaza's entrance? To do some thinking, of course. That was softly cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodge house have been a better idea? Objection! First objection of the night, everyone. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness.
Oh.
Don't worry, if you guys type within close of each other, it's all good.
Alright, Dirt, you got that. I'm just gonna let you handle it. My bad, man.
But I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers always said I was. I assume that's intentional, right?
Yes.
Okay. At least my mom said I was good at thinking. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. Are you sure it was really Max Galactica? Of course I'm sure. How would you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup? Snobby three-piece getup? Get the wax out of your ears. The lawyers these nowadays, you're like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece getup, jeez. Could you be any more dense? All together now. Oh my god, even the freaking gallery. Yep. That's amazing.
All together now.
Silk hat, cloak, white roses. One particular typo is very infamous. Not sure which one you're referring to.
I don't think we've seen yet. If we haven't, Burn and Speed, can you DM it to me? I think I forgot about it.
Thank you! Nick, I think you should put a little more effort into preparing your questions. He was the only one heading toward that way. How could that punk not be the killer? You saw Max and only Max, right, Trillo? That's right, and that makes him the killer. There was only one person headed that way that night. That makes quite a bit of sense. It makes Max one suspicious character. There's more to this story than meets the eye. Transformers, is there something I'm missing? That is what I was pointing out before. There really is no proof that it was Max. You didn't see his face. Yeah, I'm not clicking that for obvious reasons. Wait a second! There's no proof that the witness saw Maximilian Galactica!
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that's a famous one.
Hey, you still don't get it, do ya? I saw what I saw. It was Max's 3-piece joke of a costume. Alright, let's say it all together now. Oh wow, they
all together now!
Silcat! Cloak! White roses! Thank you! I think you should study up on your celebrities, Mr. Wright. Great! I'm getting shut down by a toy! I guess I should try a different approach then. If it's not Max... You only saw Max? That's a bit strange, don't you think? What's strange? You only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose the witness could have seen? I mean, he would have had to have seen the ringmaster because both of them were going to his office, right? Take that! That's the victim. That's correct. If Trillo was at the entrance to the plaza. God, this music is actually really good. Like, I like the, not the pursuit theme. What's the other, I forgot what the other theme is actually called. You know, the one that you...
Cornered?
Yeah, the cornered theme. This cornered theme's also still pretty good.
It is.
Oh no, Storm is, no, I think Storm means, yeah, I think it's actually the objection theme, rather.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's objection. I had to quickly listen for a second. That's objection. Never mind. I don't know why I thought cornered.
Yeah, there's objection themes and the pursuit themes. There we go. Is there any reason why it's sometimes called the cornered theme instead of the pursuit theme? Because I see people use it interchangeably.
Also, Storm, this is objection 2002, not 2004. 2004 is Trials and Tribulations.
Oh, cornered is specifically from the first game. Cornered is the name of the first one. Pursuit is for every other one after that. Okay. But still, this objection theme's pretty good. Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room. Is that according to the defendant? A likely story. If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he just, as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime?
Oof. Also, don't worry about that, Storm. It's crazy how old this game is, really.
Yeah, I sometimes forget that the first game's actually a 2001 game.
Yep, that's Objecting 2001, Objecting 2002, Objecting 2004. Apollo Justice is 2006?
6 or 7, yeah. And then Dual Destinies was a good, like, 5 years later. I see. It seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony. Trillo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina. Which is probably why Max conked him over the head. Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore!
Apollo Justice was 2007. Okay.
Oh yeah, Apollo, okay. What's ROW? Retro World. Got it. Japan had to wait 6 years. Wow. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge. Once we laundry, we ditched him and went back to the... That's when I saw Max head towards the scene of the crime. And the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene? I suppose that would have been around... Hey, what time was it? I think it was around, I'd say a bit after 10:30 p.m., I think. Sounds accurate. Practice ended at 10 p.m., so you hung around the lodging house the entire time? I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather. Well, but truth is... Will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you just believe that we'd stand outside in that weather? Well, maybe you were waiting for someone. What? Who said we were waiting for someone?
That's a sign you're guilty of something. Being very, very aggressive.
Oh my god, you're right. I totally won Gilbert Gottfried for a moment.
You also did.
Whoops.
I wasn't gonna say anything, I was just like, continue on.
Thank you. I totally wasn't even going for that.
I was really just gonna let you continue on doing that, too.
Mr. Phoenix, right? We can all do without your offhanded theories. Excuse me, but this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm on to something. Mr. Wright, who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night? I can think of one person.
Is Boo. I'm never gonna say, don't ever say that ever again.
If you do, I'm gonna have to kick you. Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. Oh my god!
Yeah, there you go.
That's such a good one! Holy shit! You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Should have named him Rocket. Is this true? Well, you can't really ask me that question. Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it. Well, the puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Eh? All right. There's obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. You know, as much as I know that this is probably going to be relevant, technically, Ben being there is irrelevant to what he witnessed. That is true. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. Isn't that mostly conjecture? Also another objection. What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime. Another one. However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max heading. Ow! There's absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer. I guess you got me. All right. I'll spill the beans for real this time. Why the hell are you even admitting to this? You don't have to admit to this, dude. Like, you literally, Franny just gave you an excuse to not talk about this, and then you want to admit it now?
He's not a smart person.
It's true. I was waiting for Regina. When you're working in the circus, is there any point? Is there any real proof that you're all that intelligent? No offense to Carney people. Don't volunteer things.
Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time. And I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house?
I was waiting to propose to her.
You were what? Waiting to propose?
Can we get this man arrested now just for this? He admitted this in court just now, you know?
Nope.
Was the Ace Attorney anime ever localized? Yes, it was. It was localized by Funimation. What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage? That is not the issue here.
Way not the issue.
The matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case.
You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit. More pain! Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket. I also like how they call it a cheap ring as well. Well, I already figured out the contradiction right there.
You were going to propose? You, a puppet.
Judge, I think you're missing out on the more important thing here. Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love.
I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to—
Judge! 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 No!
Yeah, that happened.
Exactly! Not exactly!
Remember when I told you about this case?
This is not cool. This is not cool.
We haven't got to the meat of the potatoes of this case, too, and this is already just bad.
His honor is looking a little less than honorable right now. No kidding, Phoenix!
Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination.
Stop daydreaming about the 16-year-old judge! What's with that sigh at the end? I agree, Maya. I am very skeeved out. I already know the contradiction, but I might as well press for more dialogue. By proposal, you mean proposing marriage, correct? To Regina. Of course that's what I meant! What kind of stupid question is that? The voice of raisins. Nah, you didn't miss anything yet. I wasn't going to propose that we become some sort of outlaw biker gang together. Right, Ben? Yeah. Got it. That's the truth. I even had something to give her. What was it exactly that you planned on giving her? You know exactly what I was going to give her, numbskull. A firm handshake of saying how he is going to keep your distance from the 60-year-old girl?
Ha, you wish.
The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty. Also, thank you for the clip, Dirt Dog. Much appreciated, my man. Answer his question. What was it? You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. Engagement ring? Wow. Those two nearly fell out of their chairs. Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Has she not heard about the fact that we cross-examined a parrot yet? I'm for this end right here.
It was her father's case, so yeah, I'm assuming she has.
Especially since it was the case that done him in.
Yep.
Francisca's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. 8 equals bad! God, I love this game sometimes.
It's a good game.
It may be something out of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that a puppet has ever proposed to a human being. Ow! I advise you cut this argument short.
I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony? Specifically about the engagement ring, I like to stick to facts, not sociology.
You sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe. I plan on giving an engagement ring to Regina. Engagement ring? Uh-huh. It's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. You're more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina is gonna love it. I'm pretty sure glass doesn't shine nearly as well as actual diamond.
Shine brighter like a diamond. I'm sorry. I had to, okay?
Listen, if you weren't, someone had to.
And you probably would have been you.
It's just a ring. What's the matter, Nick? Well, there's gotta be something I can catch him on. Gee, I freaking wonder. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for a chance to propose and give it to her. Whose pocket was the ring in? Mine, of course! What a stupid question! You gotta be kidding me. You think Ben could pull that off? I'm sorry, really? You don't have to apologize for that. He's the one who should be apologizing. Really? Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. So you went to the lodging house to give it to her? That's right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times that I lost count, but that uppity snob kept getting in the way.
Uppity snob? He couldn't possibly be talking about me, Maximilian Galactica.
Shut up.
And the peanut gallery keep quiet, please? When I get a hold of him, I'm gonna saw his wooden block in half. And not with magic.
Our client, everybody.
Well, they always say that love creates rivalries. You know, this probably would be a lot better if they just decided to age up Regina to 18.
Translate, the translating company. Oops.
I mean, to be fair, I think the age difference is supposed to make Ben more creepy in the end of the day. At least that's what Twy was talking about last time I streamed this.
They did perfectly fine.
You want to see how Trilo is voiced, to be honest, in the dub? You know what? I'm actually curious too. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. So you're still thinking about trying to give it to Regina? Of course I am! I spent 3 months' salary on this thing. I'm not gonna give it up on that easily. I wonder wonder
What should make us a ventriloquist even?
Good question. Probably way more than he deserves. How about it, Nick? I think it's about time to unwrap this toy's testimony. That's the spirit, Nick. Give him heck! When do we get to say hell in these games? I think it takes until like the 3DS games before we're allowed to swear, right?
I thought there was a damn once or twice.
I don't think we've seen damn until now, actually. I don't think we've even seen hell. The judge has that dazed and confused look again. Maybe he should get out more. Anyway, I already know exactly what I want to pick out to him. That being said, though, I accidentally went too far. Still got it in your pocket.
Where is that damn fourth Chaos Emerald?
Trillo, do you mind if I show you something? What is it? What are you talking about? Uh-oh. Looks like they're going to double team me now. Do you recognize this ring? Ah! That's mine! Give it back! Thief! Thief! Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here? What is the objection count right now anyway? I think we're up to like 60s now, right?
Those.
What is going on here?
63. I mean, to be fair, we're on like, yeah.
We're 6 away from the nice number.
Yeah. That's. Oh, I'm sure Trillo wants to be the one who gets the objection for 69.
Oh, why did it make it weird?
Hey, listen, you brought it up first.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You said 6 away.
Yeah, but then you made like that's just the funny number, and then you have to make it go like, oh, creepy.
As if this case isn't creepy enough. Ben, say something. Don't put me on the spot like that, Trillo. I found this in Money's room.
Money's room? You mean a money they put a money like a bank vault?
Ha! That filthy monkey is going to get what's coming to him.
Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you avoid slandering innocent fights in my court.
Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey. In every sense of the word.
Ah, I see. Well then.
Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can find and gather them up.
Shiny things?
Trillo, when was this ring stolen from you? Well, I suppose it was that time, you know, that night, the night of the crime. What did you just say? Details! I need more details, says me, the player, and Phoenix. Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? Well, I guess you might, be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been taken around that time. That sounds less like being pickpocketed and more like assaulted by a monkey.
I mean, who would want to be to say that they got assaulted by a monkey, to be honest?
True.
It's kind of embarrassing.
I mean, if you get attacked by a monkey, I feel like people will be more concerned rather than, ha ha ha, you got attacked by a monkey.
You sure about that?
I would. Like, I would be like, man, monkeys are dangerous. They have like a lot of bacteria on them. They might probably contaminate you with something.
See, someone like you be like that, but imagine someone like, I don't know, Neo King.
Oh no, I'm sure Neo King would laugh his ass off.
Yeah.
Ben, what's with you? Ah, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder. It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trillo, back to the topic at hand. I haven't admitted a thing. Not I, Mr. Trilloquist. What did you do when the ring was taken, Trillo? You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey money. But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you? It's all this slow, Olofi fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away. See, look! Link just realized it too, and he played this game before. I also didn't realize that Ben was also part of the pun. Ben Trillo Quist.
I'm disappointed in both of you, okay?
Yeah, I didn't realize that until just now. Well, not just now, but earlier.
I'm disappointed in both of you, alright?
Listen, I knew about Trillo Quist. I wasn't sure about the Ben part.
Okay, I'm more disappointed in Link than you.
You always said Trilo, that's why.
That is indeed an incredible shame.
Well, this does indeed prove one very important point. Prove an important point? What point could that possibly be?
That doesn't exercise enough.
There is a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony. Contradiction? You know, as much as I like Franny as a prosecutor, she really hasn't had much of a presence in this case. This feels like her weakest case yet, honestly. The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza. I can't help but feel like this is supposed to be a comment on something. Chasing after Money. What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours? I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads to my next point. This is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene.
Interesting, Mr. Wright.
Oh, wait, no. Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this village and ventriloquist? Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He is blinded by his rivalry with Max. God, I love these dramatic cut-ins of the prosecutor and Phoenix, though. It's so good.
Oh, yeah.
These are always the best moments in a case for me. Just the heated tension. It's so good with arguments on both sides being legit.
Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant.
What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him. No doubt about it, I saw that worthless liar. Well,
just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night.
Ha! I told you so many times you'd think you'd know my story's not changing. You've already changed your story, stick boy. And I'm sure it will change some more. Where there's one lie, there's usually many more behind it. It's a web of lies built upon evil. I don't know. Exactly, Maya. That's why we gotta keep after him. Yeah. I'll give you that. I was waiting that night for Regina. But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I could have mistaken someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. Offhand though, so I know it's depicting Max's 3 symbols, but like, what are those 3 circles on the bottom over there supposed to be? Because like, one of them is a tiger, the middle one I don't know, the right one I also don't know. I don't know, random thoughts.
And I don't know.
I don't think it's oh, it's just poster ads? Okay, so it's irrelevant then. So that means that Money didn't show up until after you saw Max. That's right, Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max. Those circles are irrelevant. Okay, thanks guys. Then Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him?
How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting?
Well, let's see, I'd say about, I suppose 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch.
Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination.
Think along the lines of those old magazine ads for video games that had screenshots on them. Alright, fair enough, I guess. So you were only concerned with waiting for Regina that night. That means you probably wouldn't have noticed if someone else showed up. You should think about how many eyes I actually have. Shit, he's right. I got 4, you know. 4! F-O-U-R! Counting Ben, of course. With that many eyes, do you really think something would have slipped by me? Oh my god, I actually thought Trillo was a real person for a moment and I actually believed he had 4 eyes. What the hell?
This case is getting to you, man.
It really is.
4 eyes is an awful lot of attention directed at one area, I suppose.
To be fair, even the judge is buying into it.
Judge is long gone now.
Yikes, the judge is even more dangerous to our case than Trillo.
Like I said, long gone.
So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night. Of course, that's where I saw him coming from. I was staring at the entrance to the tent the entire time. I guess that makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Regina. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. About what time would you say these events took place? You're one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure it out yourself. You already know that practice finished promptly at 10 p.m. And you already know that I went to the lodging house right after practice. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know what time it was when I saw him. Just that 10 more minutes. I'm sure you can do that. Now, what time was it?
Indeed, what time was it?
What time was it? Let me think about that for a sec. Yeah, I'm not good at math! Oh my god, that is the most relatable thing that Phoenix has said to me in this game so far. It was 10:10 p.m.
Ah, yes, it sounds about right.
That sounds about right because that's the time I saw Max on the scene. That does still match up with the autopsy report, unfortunately. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night. You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day, right? And if I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, good night?
And good morning to the next morning.
And it's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You got something to add? Let me guess, that's not it, Trillo. You said good evening that night. I'm sorry, Trillo.
Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist's act out of the courtroom.
Impossible! A performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better. There's gotta be something wrong with this bit of testimony. Ben's half of the comedy act! Usually when stuff like this comes up, there's usually something relevant that I'm missing. And I'm not entirely sure what I'm missing here. I guess the evening greeting? Isn't that a bit strange to you? What do you mean? Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? I was thinking that as well, honestly. I just didn't say it. Just ignore the shifting of eyes that you clearly can't see right now. It strikes me as somewhat strange. Why would it strike you as strange? Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your co-workers? Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a co-worker, I would understand. Ow, that hurt! Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. Hold it!
Will this throw you off with a notification?
Yes, it did. Jesus Christ, Lake. Thank you for the 96 bits.
Are we doing this again?
Yes, we're doing this again. There's no reason that Trillo would be...
How about this?
Yes, that's very lewd. Thank you for the 69 bits. There's no reason that Trillo would ever say something nice to Max. But how do I go about proving that with evidence? Bluffing is everything in this world, but I'm sure you already learned that one. I mean, let's be real here. We've been bluffing since the beginning. I guess I can give it a shot.
The witness will resume his testimony.
No problem, Dirt Dog. I guess I'll try to keep on top of the objections then, or I don't know if Flarger, you want to do it?
I'll try. Just give me 1 second. I'm in the middle of Fort Lane 14.
Oh, no problem. Lake, do you want to be in charge of the objection count then? If you want to increase the count, it's objection. If you want to see the count, it's objection count. It's just objection to increase.
I mean, I can do it. Just give me 1 second, and then I just gotta defeat a few bosses first.
No, Lake says he's got it.
Okay.
Are you 100% sure of what you just said? I told you already! Jeez, I am 100% absolutely sure! There's no way that he could be any more confident than that, right? There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. Come on, I want the crowd to say it again.
Are you ready, kids?
Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? If you're going to ask again, I'll answer with a chorus. Everyone together now. Silk, hat, cloak, white, roses. Thank you very much. You're a beautiful crowd. Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you? But it's fun shouting at with everyone else. It really is, guys. It really is. There has to be a hole somewhere in his testimony somewhere. I think I already figured out what it was, honestly.
Pretty sure you have.
I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. Hang on a second. Yep. Let's see now. It shouldn't... I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to present the broken bottle because, well, that literally happened the day of the murder, right? So yeah, my logic, like my logic is the idea that, oh, Ben just got a bottle broken over his head by Max that day. I feel like he would not be cordial with Max that night by saying good evening.
Yeah.
Trillo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder? A fight? A fight over Regina, to be exact. It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument. A disagreement at most. A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting conked over the head. Conked, or, you know, being severely injured by a freaking wine bottle breaking over your skull. Do you know how
it's not wine?
Sorry. Orange juice bottle.
I mean, it is juice. Everything in reference is juice. It's not wine.
Oh, really? Yeah, I think we talked about this last time.
We did talk about that.
Yeah. Well, regardless of the fact, it's a glass juice bottle, and those things fucking hurt.
Yep.
Ah! That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he?
What? Is that an admission of assault and battery?
But it's not murder, right?
Ouch!
Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. Listen, you still get jail time, but at least it's not, you know, lifetime in jail murder time. The truth is, on the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. I'd never actually seen these cutscenes in Game Boy Advance or DS before. Were they a lot more pixely compared to this, I assume?
Yeah, they're basically the same, but just not as clear. So it's interesting seeing them in like HD-ified. Same can be said for the Apollo Justice ones too.
Fair enough. I really can't wait to do Apollo Justice. Like, everyone tells me Apollo Justice is good.
Apollo Justice is good. It just has dumb as brick moments.
Uh-huh.
And I know your is a call out one as dumb as fuck.
Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on stand. There's no way a puppet this lewd would just up and say good evening to his rival. Oh my god, can we get some lewd emotes in chat, please? Oh, so an objection.
I don't think he'll be lewd. He'd be more like vulgar.
You're not wrong. I mean, he
lewd
is rather...
like... Lewd is being limits.
Exactly. Wait, I take that back. I'm not lewd. No, I'm lewd. That's accurate.
Yeah. Quit. No luck. No use denying out of that.
I can't deny it. Are you saying this witness is lying? That he is trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene? To be fair, he is rather lewd in regards to Regina, though.
But he's not horny on main, lewd.
I didn't tell a single lie. Honestly, I just...
That's enough from you, Mr. Quest. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night?
I'm starting to think he didn't see anyone. But he might have saw a different person. This is the hard part. He definitely didn't see Max. That's 100% certain for me. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure if Ben is lying in order to frame Max, but at the same time, I don't know if like he actually did see someone though.
Go with your gut.
I'm thinking it really depends because like, here's the thing. I have no idea who the actual murderer is. So for all I know, Ben might be lying out of his ass right now and he's actually the murderer.
then
But
why would you think he did that?
there's because he doesn't want. I'm thinking he might have not done that most because he didn't want the ringmaster to give his blessing for Max to marry Regina. At least that's a possible motive, but that's jumping ahead of things.
It's really jumping ahead of things because like then you're bad to know is why would he know about that Max was proposing?
I mean, he would know that Max wants to propose, otherwise they wouldn't have gotten into that argument.
I'm just trying to help you out think this through, you know?
No, I get that. I'm just... Ugh, this one's really tough.
And the penalty's right there for you.
He saw a different person? I'm just going to assume what he said is true. But it's not Max. It is my belief that the witness didn't indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to. What kind of theory is that? The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all. What? If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there's only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. Okay, I think I got that right then. That's why Trillo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. I thought Ben was just lying about the good evening thing.
No, he wasn't.
Okay, I guess he wasn't lying. Or good evening, as he put it. Ah! What in the world?
Would the defense kindly explain who it was Trillo saw that evening then?
Shit! I have no clue! How am I supposed to know this? Who would be dressed as... That's the question, isn't it? Who would be dressed as Max during that time? No, I do not want a hint. I'm thinking. I will ask if I want a hint. Thank you, though. No way! No fucking way! Is it? Am I going really out of the box by thinking this? I am going severely out of the box if I actually think this is true.
You don't want hints, so that's all I can. I'm not saying anything.
What if someone disguised Money the Monkey as Max? And Money the Monkey came up to him and stole his shit. Oh my god, that would be the most stupid of things. You know what? It's hilarious. You know what? Even if I'm wrong, I want to see everyone's reaction to this. This is the person that this witness felt the need to greet that night. And no, I'm wrong. Figured. Wait, oh shit, they actually said crap. I wasn't expecting that. They're afraid to say hell, but they're allowed to say crappy? Really? That's
Harold got away with saying crappy.
I guess. Still surprised. What the oak are you doing, Woodman? You better not say, Trillo, watch your mouth. Well, okay, sorry about that, Trillo.
Order, order, there will be order in my courtroom.
Mr. Right, and I got it wrong. There's no crap in my Christian Ace Attorney server, I'll have you know. Okay, if it's not Max, oh, no worries, man. Go to bed and rest up. I hope you feel better. Have a good night.
Take it easy.
I'm kind of torn between two people here, honestly. I don't think it was the ringmaster, but it might have been Mo?
With your heart, man.
Okay, it's not those two. This line of thinking is actually really hard. I'm actually amazed that Reese only got one penalty throughout all of this.
It makes sense if you recollect something. That's all I'm gonna say about this. Is it does make sense if you recollect one fact.
Is that fact stated in the evidence, or is that something I have to remember?
Have to remember.
Well, obviously the ringmaster had to have walked by, or because like Max was walking with him, right? Okay, so it was the ringmaster, so I was overthinking it. Okay.
You were.
All right. Yeah, I figured this out during the investigation. I was just really overthinking it again. That's a common issue I have with Ace Attorney, unfortunately. Considering the ill temper of this witness, there would only one person he would greet.
It would be Regina. Is Regina right? She's so cute. Judge!
Aren't you married? No, Your Honor, it is not Regina. If it was Regina, Trillo would have given her the engagement ring as a present.
Oh, yeah, I suppose you've got a point there.
It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not? You're correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trillo. Isn't that correct? Well. Answer the question, Mr. Quist. Ah!
Order! Order! How do you respond to this?
Wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man, but once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica.
I think it is high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica, or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry?
The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly said that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols. 3 symbols? Alright, this is getting old. Come on, old man, you gotta remember them by now.
Yeah, together.
Ow! Yes, we know, the silk hat, cloak, and white roses. Thank you, Miss Von Karma.
Damn.
A silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. They even look good on me. What was that? Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Yeah, I was thinking that earlier. You can tell that asshole. Possibly even Russell Berry. What?
Miss Von Karma, do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant?
Well, I
If that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point.
It's actually, yeah, I don't know. This case is really making Franziska seem really not good at her job.
Incompetent? Oh, no, nonsense.
Yes, I think we finally won a point in this one. That is very unfortunate. You also seem to not be calling us fools as much as you used to. You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix, right? What do you mean by that? You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but...
But?
Who that person was can only be answered by the next witness.
Oh my god, how many witnesses do we have to go through?
I think this is the last one for this, this is the last witness for this, day.
Your Honor, the prosecution will provide beyond a shadow of a doubt an answer to that question and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. Good luck? Oh no, is this upcoming one going to be, like, awful? The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness.
Court is now in recess.
I mean, at least Trillo wasn't that too hard to cross-examine, so that's fine. Oh my god, I just realized something. When it said 11:55 p.m., that's exactly how long it took me to get through the first half of the trial. An hour and 55 minutes.
You mean AM, not PM, right?
Well, AM, obviously. But yeah, like, I'm just saying that in universe, it took them an hour and 55 minutes, and in real lifetime, it took me an hour and 55 minutes, too. Sweetie, you have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. So then, where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right?
Look at that picture right there.
Oh!
That's what I mean by, like, you already know it if you remember the investigation.
Oh.
Because it just shows right next to Max's iconic stuff that is right next to Russell Berry.
I notice, yes. Well, why did he do that? Huh. Wait a second! I just realized what happened!
That's a good alert.
Emily ranked player Kappa.
That's actually one of my very first alerts. It's just that nobody triggers it that often. But thank you for the 13 bits, Lake. This is a very E-rank case. Anyway, I think I may have just realized what actually happened in regards to the murder.
Go on.
I don't know why this happened yet, but I think Russell Berry put on the cloak and hat, and when he went outside, someone thought that was Maximilian, and whoever wanted to kill Maximilian accidentally killed Russell instead. And because they accidentally killed Russell, they had to make it seem like it was actually Maximilian who killed him because of that fact. I just don't know who wanted Max dead. That's my theory for now.
I'm not gonna say anything about that.
Thank you again for the 13 bits. This is a team race.
This isn't any rank case. It's a D rank case, no leave me one loot.
What's yours is mine.
They're all gone.
Thank you for the 9 bits, Lake. Much appreciated, man. That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seems like. But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means... that means the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went looking like Max. But why? Fabulous! That's a fabulously possible possibility. Well done, Nick. But why? However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? But why? Tell me why.
Really?
What? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? A double. Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something. Oh my god, no. I do not need to cross-examine freaking Max when he's being a detective.
Maya, no, that's a bad idea.
Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up, magician or president. Oh god, you know, the sad thing is I feel like we would nominate Max as president, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision. That's really cool. Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. December 29th, 12:06 p.m. District Court Room number 2.
Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Ms. Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case.
Very well, I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Mr.
Have fun.
Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand? Why did she just call him a pitiful clown?
Yeah, she's not wrong, honestly.
The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. It was clowned up! What? Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, hang on a second, Can I get a screenshot of that one? Hang on, let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, you saw that right, by the way. Just gonna confirm that.
Hang on a second. In West Clownadelphia, born and raised on the playground where I spent my clowning. Oh my god. Are you serious?
Yeah. That's like one of the more iconic references in this case.
That's such a random I can't believe they referenced that in a freaking GBA game. Or DS game, technically, when it was localized, but still. Jesus Christ. Ah, yes, the Prince of Bel-Air intro, clownified. I was waiting all stream for that. Now this is a story of just how my clown life got turned upside down. Oh my god. And they do it again on a second hit with a later part of the verse. Oh my god.
Will the witness please inform the court why he is speaking autobiographical gibberish?
Oh.
Thank you, Judge.
I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life.
Oh, Mo.
I wasn't quite sure what joke was best suited for this sort of occasion. So he was trying to make a Fresh Prince joke.
What in the world are you talking about? You're in Grand Hall of Justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court.
Oh yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign says no shirt, no shoes, no service. Aha! 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 Larry Moe curls. I get it. Also, I think you screwed up the emotes. I do love how the music cuts out though. Okay, how about this? Have you met my proctologist, Miss Dr. Seymour Butts? How was that one? Well, a couple of clowns were up to no good. Oh my god. God damn it, I love that. Start making trouble in the neighborhood. Your name? Lawrence Curls, professional funny man. Also known as Mo the Clown.
You're not funny, man. Give it up.
I'm sorry, but the Fresh Prince reference is amazing, though.
It's the only thing he has, I'm gonna be honest, and that's it.
You witnessed the scene at around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder. Correct?
Yes. Yes, it is. Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please testify to what you saw that evening?
A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walked in his...
Without the humor, please. Okay.
Aw, poor Mo can't be in his normal stoogey self in court.
Oh, have fun with this.
I know, I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. That is a 1,000-yard stare if I ever seen one. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. What does this have to do with the testimony? It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. What the hell is this testimony? But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try and make everyone... What the hell is going on here? Seriously, everyone, what do you think of me? How am I doing?
Welcome to Mo the Clown. Welcome to another reason why this case sucks.
What the hell is that testimony? Are we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Are we being punked? Witness? Huh? We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case. Really? You really hear me out? Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later. Oh, I'm sure it's going to be Gumshoe, isn't it? Or Gumshoe.
Or Gumshoe.
Thank you, I can't wait! Even Phoenix knows.
Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony?
Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want. Oh, thank God. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head.
That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now.
Of course you can. There's no way this account can be criticized.
However,
I'm sorry, what?
It's like, wanna bet?
Damn it, game, why didn't you force him to cross-examine that? I kinda wish I did cross-examine that. High quality rips before Silver Gunner existed.
almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him.
Wow, okay. That must be because of my insincere smile.
Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you gotta find some kind of contradiction in his testimony. I know that.
Mr. Wright.
Your Honor?
I'm afraid that if you pushed this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber rattling.
Tread carefully is all I can say.
Wait, what?
If you push too hard and it causes something to happen, you can get penalized.
What?
Tread careful with Mo.
I understand, Your Honor. Press the wrong thing too hard and you get penalized.
Yep. You gotta figure out the right time to press and the wrong time to press. Tread carefully.
If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. Are you serious?
Nope.
What the fuck? Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes.
But you're the one cross-examining, so guess what?
So does that mean I shouldn't be pressing everything then?
Oh no, press, but you'll get, like, when you get the option to press harder, choose wisely.
Okay. You said that practice wrapped up around 10 p.m., correct?
See, that's the thing.
Huh? How exactly am I supposed to make a joke about 10 p.m.? Now 8 o'clock, that's something a clown can riff off of. Let's just pretend it was 8 o'clock. That way I can get a great joke.
No, please.
I can already, well, at least that one's a little obvious. Let's not make it 8 p.m., all right, Mo? What do you mean, let's not? Don't take the clown out of clowning around. Come on, Nick, just listen to his joke. There are 3 reasons why I don't want to. 1, I probably won't laugh. 2, I'll get hit with a penalty. 3, I'll get whipped. 4, people are going to get mad at me in chat. Will the witness just proceed with his factual testimony? You are so boring. Maya, I am in no mood for your sass. So I basically can't get any details out of that first part because of his stupid need for jokes.
It's, yeah, this...
Okay.
I wish Troy was here so he can try to explain himself for this part. Because this part just sucks ass.
You were
Especially your first time.
You were pooped that night? Yes, I was very tired. Not to mention I had some bad Mexican food. What? The double cheese double! Bean enchilada is a dangerous menu item. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to eat that now. What happened after that, as they say, happens. I am annoyed that I can do a laugh like that.
Yeah, I kind of want to punch you right now.
I don't blame you. That one was cool, huh? I hear the kids really love toilet humor these days. You're gonna head home? No problem with that, Red. Have a safe drive home.
Take it easy.
That joke was so hip, I don't want to ruin it with a reply. What?! What?! What?!
Yeah. Yep. Thanks, Mo.
Thank you, Mo.
I think we know what the main message is gonna be.
Thanks, Mo. You just happened to glance out the window. You could say that. You could also say I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed. Mr. Curls! Oh. I guess synonyms aren't allowed either. What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. Shit. I do need to know what he saw. I guess I'll press it.
You might want to say, at this rate, your health's kind of gained dangerously low.
You're not wrong. Exactly why did you look out your window that night? Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they? That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday... Once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Thankfully, I'm not getting penalized for this one. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You forgot? Your Honor, the witness looked out his window upon hearing a loud noise. He did not just simply glance out his window that night. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Owie, ow, ow, ow. Why couldn't he recite more of the Fresh Prince of Clown Air? That's not something you just forget to mention. Yeah.
Honestly, Francisca's right on that.
I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. Very well, Mr. Curls, please revise your testimony. It should start turning the tables in our favor. But yeah, we probably should save this one. I heard a huge noise outside the window, and that's what made me take a look outside. What was the sound like? Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say... Mr. Curls, may the court remind you that humor is unnecessary. That doesn't stop us from getting jokes every day, don't we? Making a joke of this courtroom. So, how'd you know that I was gonna make a joke? I guess that the sound sounded a lot like... I suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Comedy is not allowed in a class trial. Oh no, there's plenty of comedy in class trials. Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly. Someone getting hit, huh? What then? You went to look out the window and you saw... That's when I saw two silhouettes who were a bit far away, though. Far away, you say? If you had to say exactly, how far away were they? Let me think about that for a second. If my room is here, and they looked about yay big, I'd say they were about 30 feet from my window. Just 30 feet? That's not far at all. It was snowing that night, and it cut down on visibility.
I see. Please continue with your testimony regarding the 2 shadows you saw. Well, thankfully, I didn't get penalized for that. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I see a little silhouette of a man, Scaramouche, Scaramouche. You'd say you you clearly saw this, even though you were by your own admission far away. That's right. I've been thinking about it over and over since that night. But things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma.
Uh-huh.
I am now 100% certain that it was Max and the ringmaster that I saw that night. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols? Uppity symbols? Lawyers nowadays, do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? I don't know, Bermside, can you confirm that for us? All right, everyone knows what to do. All together now, say it with Uncle Mo. No. Okay, I wasn't expecting that one. See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Enough foolishness. Get back on track. Will the witness please testify as to what he saw and only what he saw? I do love how the ventriloquist was able to get the crowd going, but not the clown. That's amazing.
Because everyone hates the clown.
But I love clowns, especially of the Harley Quinn variety. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. And everybody loves Tim Curry as it.
Sure, loved. No way, you're actually serious about that, because, there are people that make clown OCs that ship them with Pennywise.
Oh my god, has people actually done that?
Yeah?
I never knew that.
Really? Yeah, that's the thing. It's kind of fucked up.
I guess people find clowns sexy. I mean, to be fair, Tim Curry is a very,
No, people find clowns sexy. Example, Neo King.
touche. Doesn't he, like, want to, isn't his favorite character, like, Lola Pop from ARMS as well?
Yes.
He really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur, as most typical streams go, don't they? What would you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. The weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? That's not what I meant. You did say you did see everything, didn't you? Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no, I didn't! I didn't see a weapon! Mo! Did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night? Objection! I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. He's been harassing us with bad jokes and giving us penalties, Francisca. You better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown.
Yeah, poor guy's an asshole.
Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty. Oh, God! It's going to cost us everything? Ugh, isn't this a bit melodramatic? So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix, right?
Your choice here, buddy.
Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime?
Yeah, I don't blame you on this one.
I got a great reason to make my claim. Well, here's the old Ace Attorney pull shit out my ass moment. And I suppose you will be telling us all that great reason? Of course I will! The reason is... the witness's very own testimony!
What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright?
Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit.
He did say that.
However, Mo just stated he followed the following under oath. Oh, so they do actually take oath, okay. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. If Mo is to be believed when he said he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there's no way he could have seen Max clonk anyone. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. In 1972, what? What did he just say?
Oh yeah. 18.
Oh, okay. You know what? Screw it. Fine. Quote all the old TV shows that people knew. Okay, sure. Why not?
I mean, Mo is an old person, so.
Yeah.
Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment?
They didn't commit. These clowns probably escaped from a maximum security clown. Fucking 18.
Mr. Curls, are you reciting the C-Team?
I'm sorry, what? No, I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. Great job, Nick! These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. I can't believe there's actually something called the C-Team in this universe. Are they actually... Is A-Team literally just a bunch... Is C-Team literally just a bunch of clowns shooting people or something? That'd be amazing if so.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth. Well,
So you're back from your jog?
well, it pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much? When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement. Von Karma? Tampering with witnesses again?
Now you're saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster.
Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster already checked out.
Checked out?
Yep, he was on permanent vacation, as they say. You're making jokes about your dear old friend who's dead.
Mr. Curls,
Your Honor?
you did not witness the actual crime, however you still say you saw the criminal, correct?
Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over. I saw someone's silhouette next to him.
Very well, then please testify the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. And if I catch even a hint of a joke from you, I'll put you on the holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it?
Got it. Will he actually give us something to work with and not get us penalized for no reason again? It was a bit far away, but that shadow could only have belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak. I'm sorry, what? Is black? Is that supposed to be black or is that supposed to be purple? Real question.
Wait, go back.
Is Max's cloak supposed to be black or is that supposed to be purple?
Purple. It's all purple, really.
Uh-huh. They were all there. Uh-huh. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should finally be good enough, yes?
It is decisive testimony.
Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We had to believe in that.
All right, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination.
The thing is, I already know what I need to present. The problem is, I also want to hear more testimony, honestly. So I think I'm gonna try to press a little bit. Don't you think that you're going a little overboard with how explicit you're being? That shadow belonged to Max. Is an awfully firm statement, don't you think?
What are you getting at?
I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers' life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% absolutely certain that was Max? I'm not the kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this. The silhouette I saw was Max. I'm convinced of that. Doesn't seem like he's jumping to any conclusions this time. Let's go over this again then. What makes you so sure that you saw Max that night? There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. Trillo said the same thing, but if it was just the symbols, then even I could have been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them? I thought of that myself, but just looking at the shape of the face I saw, it must have been Max. I'm sorry, what?
You're sure of that?
Such a silly little boy. He threw his entire case headlong into a trap. His silk hat, the black coat. Why did you not? Wait a sec, you saw his face. Why is that not added to the testimony? His face was silhouetted, but there's no doubt that it was. Exactly, you didn't actually see his face. Screw you, Mo. You big fat liar. You sure that is what you saw that night? Exactly what I saw is exactly what I saw. You got eyes like a hawk. Don't birds have terrible night vision? But that's not all I saw. His face was silhouetted, but there's no doubt it was him. You were able to see that kind of detail from your window? There was a light near the scene of the crime. Anyone with decent eyesight should have been able to see that much. I think I've been keeping track of the objection counts. What's the objection count now? I think we're up to 68, 69 now. Out of curiosity, Mo, what is your eyesight? 70, no! We missed the 69 by 1! No!
Well, damn.
Well, shoot, guys.
Alright, let's restart over again.
Alright, time to reset the game, guys. Out of curiosity, Mo, what is your eyesight like? I can see like a hawk out of my left eye, and an eagle out my right eye. Our records say his eyesight is a perfect 20/20. That must mean he could have seen the crime scene clearly.
The more we look into this matter, the more suspicious it becomes.
Hey, you asked me what my eyesight was like, not what it actually was. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. So, you didn't actually see what the criminal was holding? That's correct! I've been curious to know what caused the loud noise. Must have been something incredibly hard. Bad they haven't found the murder weapon to know for sure. They claim it was a blunt object. At least, it says so in the autopsy report. With Trillo's testimony and now Mo's, it really seems like Max is the killer. Nick, you gotta find a contradiction in this. That's not going to be enough. What? I have to prove that Mo saw someone other than Max that night. It's the only way that will help. I gotta do it. You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols? I suppose so. The silk hat, the cloak, right? Mo. Everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. Wait, what?
Yeah.
That was what the contradiction was? I thought the contradiction was him saying a black cloak.
Nope. Nice idea, though.
3 symbols. Yay! Everyone get ready now, all together now! Silk hat, cloak, white roses! What the? Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one.
Yeah, sure about that.
Isn't that right, Mo? Do you like PI? I love Pi 3111. Okay. Mo's actually surprisingly smart if he can actually recite pi. Silence, fool. You are to respond with the whole truth, no fractions. Order, order! Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw. The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail. But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses were white. There's no way he could have missed them. Oh my god, all the objections. Then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case? Let Nightbot rest. Not tonight, apparently.
Nope.
Clearly not. He's just toying with this court. I got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trillo's testimony? There's no way I could have mistaken someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup? Trillo saw them all! Trillo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There's absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction.
Now what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this...
Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case.
Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age.
Ooh.
I'm not mature. I've come to a conclusion. I am 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable.
Even when there's 1% of doubt, we have to take it as an absolute threat.
Which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony.
What?
If there are no contradictions to his next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling.
A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. There's no doubt in my mind. There was no white roses that night. However, all of the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There is no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing the entire time that he was on the scene.
Mr. Wright, I've got one last chance at this.
Just one chance?
I will now not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you're going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Curl's statement, you better have at least a shred of evidence to back your accusations.
I only got a single shot at this. I gotta be careful.
Why does Mo have to make things so hard for me?
I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I will need. One punch is all I need. Oh boy, let's save for safety reasons. One punch! Mo, be honest. Ow! You promised, Mr. Phoenix, right? No more badgering. I hope you enjoyed it. Oops.
You did it!
I done did it! I just wanted to press something! I just wanted to press. You find the defendant, Mr. Billy Bob Johns. Womp, 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 womp. We did it! We saved the day! Alright, I guess we're done with this game. We're going to go play Tetris 99 now. Thank God I saved. I imagine something like this would happen a lot in certain cases in Trials and Tribulations. Ugh. I can't badger the witness. I can't press anything, can I?
Nope. I swear to God, if I play with Jake later on today, I'm getting annoyed at him. Probably sent me on Ned's server.
What did Jake send you?
It's like the stupid cyber awareness training challenge that I always have to do every single year because it's a yearly training.
Good luck with that, man.
No, it's just him giving me shit. Like, thanks, Jake.
Okay.
You'll see it later on after stream.
Alright. I'm pretty sure it's this part of the testimony where it says he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. Which makes no sense because the silk hat was found at the crime scene, so he would have taken it with him. At least that's my logic. This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw. Yes, I got it right, thank God. Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind. Exactly, how would one mistake a thing like that? I see.
Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright?
Miss Von Karma. Where exactly was the silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene? That means... I can't believe she overlooked that. The silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. No, that's not true! Order, order, order! You know what? I think I'm gonna go order some food after this. I'm starving.
Mr. Curls!
Yes, Your Honor?
What is the meaning of all this? You're old enough to know better than to behave like this in court.
Hey, that's not right. That's so harsh.
What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things.
Aren't we being a little harsh to Mo? I mean, to be fair,
No.
this is, I mean, it's a court of law, I get that, but you know, you don't need to insult the witness. What? Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess, you just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory, they're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting above me, no matter how old I get, I'll always be younger than you. Wah! You alright, Mo?
Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls! Who do you think you are?
Okay, that's fair.
I saw him! I swear I saw him! It was Max!
Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth. He's turned into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there. He left the scene? What's the matter, Nick? There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo? What do you want? You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? What? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that. Objection! Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor. Objection! This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma. Miss Von Karma's protest is useless.
Let me say this right now. You are getting close to the end of the day one trial.
All right.
So the nightmare is almost over. All right.
Oh my god. So I don't need to play tiptoey around his testimonies anymore.
You're getting there. I think you have like 1 or 2 more left to go. You'll know you're at the last one.
All right.
You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say about this matter. Is that all right with you, little guy?
Oh my god, we are so patronizing to him right now. And he's like a grown-ass man of what, 46? Jesus. Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away. I see a few issues with that statement. That's what I expected you to say. You sure that's how it happened? Say what?
I'm not sure I follow exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter his story as to how the criminal left the scene?
I mean, isn't it obvious?
Take that!
Look at this picture. The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints? In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. Ay, 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 ay. Wait, was he trying to do an alpha, I from Power Rangers? Ay, 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 ay.
I don't know.
Oh, you never watched Power Rangers?
Nope.
Ah, shame. So, Mo,
Never seen.
you never watched so many things as a child. Then again, I miss a lot of stuff too, so I can't really blame you. Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of this witness's testimony from the court record.
I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in.
Wait just a second! You guys can't just ignore everything I've said! Fine, I'll tell you the truth this time. You wait a second! I think you've said more than enough for today. That didn't hurt! I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear. I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are going to get worse before they get better. Why does Mo have the most annoying... Okay, whatever. Yes? The testimony you've provided up until now has been false. It hasn't been false, I haven't lied, it's just... Just what? It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw.
Order! Order! I will have order! This Franziska Von Karma, how could you?
Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have had exactly the same opinion as I have.
What opinion is that?
It's not funny. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're at the final testimony.
What?
That's
You're
enough.
almost-
It's
You're
gone.
almost done with this case, basically. You're almost done with this trial day.
Okay.
That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you have to say you saw, Mr. Curls.
You're not gonna believe it, but it's all true, I tell you. Oh boy.
Have fun with this.
This ought to be interesting.
Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel.
The truth.
Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows. Everything I've said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw... He... What? He just yeeted across the screen.
Yep.
This is the truth now. Get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints.
Technically, he's right.
I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? Shit.
Well, that was, how do you put this into words?
Maximilian Galactica is a world-famous magician. But to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened.
You're right.
Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses. Why won't you believe me? Especially since it's the best part of the story.
To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright?
I think he's telling the truth, actually. What he just said was so strange, I don't think he could have made it up.
Which means he is telling the truth?
That's what I think. Nick, wait! That means Max actually used magic! Yikes, you're right. Ow! Only a foolish looking... Ah, there's the fool. It's been a while since we saw that. Only a foolish looking fool could be fooled by such a foolish dream. Don't be ridiculous! Magic does not exist. But spirit channeling, that is 100% real.
Damn straight.
I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that, but I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen.
You imbecile.
If you disregard a need for proof, Ms. Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point.
Wow, we didn't even need to cross-examine that.
It is undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned.
Bring in the dancing lobsters.
And that's the end of this shit. Day 1.
Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on?
That's what I want to know.
They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared.
Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you?
No, you didn't. I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please. It's not that easy. But it looks so effortless for you on stage.
Obviously, they used wires, Maya. Calm yourself.
It's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air. Wow. Just told me the secret to your magic.
It's a court case where he's on trial for murder, Maya. Of course he's going to reveal everything.
No, I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule.
I'm sorry, Max. We made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret to their tricks.
Nick, what do we do now?
All we can do now is hope we find a flying criminal in court tomorrow.
Great idea. Let's do our best and catch this sucker.
4-3 is my counter argument of course it'll reveal magic tricks because trial.
4-3 is just 4-3.
Okay, question. I've been going for almost 3 hours now. How long is the day 2 of investigation?
As long as day 1, so you might want to stop here.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. All right, we'll call it here. Oh my god, this trial.
And day 2 is going to even be more interesting for you. I can't wait to see how you react to it.
Are you kidding me? Offhand, though, I think I have my suspicions as to who's actually the murderer.
Question who?
We haven't met a certain acrobat yet.
Hmm.
So I'm having my theories about that. That being said, though, hell, 6'2" also. 6'2". Shoot, you're right. That's a good point. You had to, like, keep their...
Oh, yeah, 6'2" was... I have things to say about 6'2", and...
You can talk to me about it off stream. I did play.
No, it's referring to Apollo.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Well, yeah, with that being said, though, oh, this trial's been rough. Next stream.
I can't wait till you play Apollo Justice, honestly.
I really hope I can get to it soon, too. But the rate I've been doing, the Ace Attorney games 1 game per year. Hopefully I can make it more often, but it really depends on the schedule I got going right now. I have so many JRPGs I had to get through.
Yeah, it's gonna be your downfall in this right now.
Yeah, you're not kidding about that. And I also have to go through basically all the ending paths for Nier Automata as well. Anyway, next stream will actually be tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as per usual. Oh, by the way, I forgot to do this real fast. Shout outs to Flargra for joining me on Co-Coms tonight. Always appreciate him.
I'll get back to streaming this next week.
Yeah, he's been streaming Kingdom Hearts, so give him a follow if you haven't already. What else was there? If there's any changes to the schedule, you can follow me on Twitter at NoLimit42, where I post stream updates as well as general shenanigans. Alternatively, join our Discord server. Thank you, Dirt Dog, where we talk about anything and everything.
And dumb stuff. A lot of dumb stuff.
Plenty of dumb stuff. But yeah, if you guys want to see more out of me, I'm also doing Link's Awakening this weekend for Saturday and Sunday.
I already played like first part of it on Sunday, and it was a lot of fun. With that said, though, let's go find a raid target. So what was the raid message that we came up with earlier? It was,
Thanks, Mo.
thanks, Mo. And we shall be raiding. Let's see now. Stream. You have any suggestions?
Farron.
Is Farron streaming right now? Oh yeah,
He's
he
doing
is.
his SNES showcase.
Yeah, sure, why not?
And he's playing the Addams Family.
Oh my god, that Addams Family game is amazing. I need to send you guys and check that out, so sure.
It's not as bad as the GB game, because that's a thing, and it sucks. Don't play the Game Boy Addams Family game. It sucks.
But still, it's still going to be fun to watch Farron suffer his way through that. So yeah, I'll send you guys in his direction. Like I said, more Ace Attorney tomorrow. There's going to be Link's Awakening this weekend, and yeah, thank you all for joining me tonight. Thank you for co-comming, Flarg.
Hey, anytime.
All right, until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Have a good night, everybody.
Later.